Yeah, we live. Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, we live. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh,
Bahashim,
Bahashai,
Yahushai, Bahashim, Bahakadash.
double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I also want to send much love unto you brothers out here that's laboring, doing his work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And we're back again through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai to do another live show, man. All right, and want to speak about this food shortage and this rationing that's going on over there in the UK, man. All right. Now, this is nothing new. Okay, you've been seeing this happening in different parts of the world, man, but it's going to increase and get worse and worse. Okay. And believe it or not, these things are being engineered by the wicked. Okay. If you've been listening to the World Economic Forum and to Bill Gates and these guys, you know that a food shortage is coming. A famine is coming, man, by what they're telling us. Okay. And so, we have a few videos here to play for you brothers and sisters. Also get into some scriptures. Okay. We might touch on another topic as well concerning the situation that's going on in California. Also, just had Turkey got hit with another earthquake this morning. Some tornadoes hit. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. Okay, these are very, very exciting times. And me and this brother, just want to go into this information with you brothers and you sisters out there, the comment boys who's tuning in. And Lord willing, man, y'all are edified, all right? But you got something out with that? Con. Yeah, man. So the first video we have here.
I'll just get into the video.
Huh?
I said, unless you want to start with a scripture, we could just get into the video.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll get to the video first.
Okay.
Yeah, the first video we have here is from Sky News. Okay. And as you can see, it says food shortage. Farmers can't bear extra costs. So things are real out here, man. Okay. And the farmers are the ones who supply man with food. You know what, brother? Get that scripture inside of Ecclesiastes.
Okay.
I think it's like 6. The king himself is served by the field.
Let's see. Hold on. You know what verse it is?
Yeah, just pull up on the blue letter. Give me a minute. I want that. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. I got it, brother. Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 5:9. It says, "Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field." So even the king himself depends on the fields, man. Okay. And the Lord, he made the fields to supply man with food.
Mm-hmm.
Read Genesis chapter 1, right? Kind of, a brother posted it. The water to you brothers out there, man. Yeah, a brother posted the precept. Yeah, man, but the king himself is served by the field, man. Okay. But these farmers, man, what they're starting to realize is that, look, it's a high demand on what I got.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't supply everybody with what I got. Okay? It's a drought. Okay, the weather is bad. It's real out here, man. And guess what? If it's a shortage of food, guess what that entails, man? Price is going to go up.
Right.
The prices are going to shoot through the roof. And this is what they're dealing with over there in the UK, man. Okay? But it's happening in other parts of the world. Okay, over here in Babylon, If you go to HEB, all right, you better have your money together. Cause going in there with $20, brother, you're not gonna get enough for $20 out. Maybe a bag of chips and some bananas.
And then like the bag of chips gonna be less than half full. Because
Exactly.
as you got inflation with prices going up, you have shrinkflation, which is you get the same bag that has always been in, but less product in that bag though. That's why you got all the air at the top of it, man. To fill that, ain't got nothing to fill that space. So you paying more for less. You got it out.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, this is a serious situation, all right? So we're gonna play this video here. Buddy, let it play all the way through. I might stop you, or to make a point or two, maybe, a Lord willing. Yeah, man. I mean, but these videos, that we have, speaks about the situation over there in the UK, man. All right, go ahead, brother. Uh-oh.
Depleted by drought, last summer's heat waves are still biting, this time into food supplies.
Having much less water in the bank at this time of year means that we've had to reduce our irrigated cropping area by 25% for this next growing season.
Andrews scaled back his vegetable crops, with other farmers doing the same amid warnings of more shortages to come.
The cost of production have increased almost exponentially, which is a massive challenge. Many businesses just can't bear that extra cost, and they just can't take that risk. So we're really calling on the retailers to pay at least what it costs to produce, plus some form of margin to make it more sustainable and to encourage us to continue to produce food in the UK.
Severe weather overseas is already disrupting supplies. Supermarkets are rationing vegetables like cucumbers and tomatoes, prompting this from the Environment Secretary.
It's important to make sure that we cherish the specialisms that we have in this country. A lot of people would be eating turnips right now rather than thinking necessarily about aspects of lettuce and tomatoes.
And so a run on turnips, with some shops sold out and more people coming to smaller grocers.
We've got 3 supermarkets, main supermarkets, one of them of which I use quite a lot. Like, we're just out of everything, and the stuff they had was just scraps.
I would always rather shop locally. I think it's good that local places support local businesses. So, yeah, I would rather have good quality stuff from local places rather than supermarkets.
Spanish, tomatoes and peppers are plentiful here, but wholesale prices have rocketed.
Wholesale cost on things like salad crops, even onions, I would say they've gone up by at least minimum of 80%. And that is across the board.
The government says the UK has a highly resilient food supply chain, well equipped to deal with disruption, but farmers say it goes deeper. Behind all this, multiple factors. Farmers face labour shortages, high energy costs, the impacts of climate change, as well as global political turmoil. But what's becoming ever more clear is that amid a volatile environment, particularly down to the Ukraine war and COVID supply chains, food security has never been more important. Shortages could last weeks, while farmers are hoping at least for a drought-free summer. Adele Robinson, Sky News, Suffolk.
So as you brothers, saw there in the video, man, it's getting real over there in the UK, okay? She said prices have gone up by 80% across the board. She also said that this food shortage could last for weeks. And also you heard that farmer, he said, we need the retailers, to pay for the production and what it costs. Because it's a burden on them to try to, take care of all of that, man. They can't do it. It's getting real, okay? It's getting real, man. Mm-hmm. And look, it's already protests going on over there, okay? And they got, a terrible weather. It's an energy crisis over there. I mean, it's so many things going on in the UK, man. All right? And this food shortage is adding on to the problems. Right, go ahead, Doc.
This 2 Ezra 6 and verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. That's look at that video. Suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, man. This is gonna be a reality, brothers and sisters, for all the world very soon. Especially over here in America, all right, in the West. This is gonna be a reality very soon, man. These grocery stores that we go to, to get our goods, all right, these places are gonna be empty, man. And that's gonna cause the people to, really lose their minds.
Mm-hmm.
No food. These Americans are pampered, okay? These Americans are pampered people. They have food at their fingertips 24/7. They're always chewing on something.
Right.
Always holding some food. I mean, these people love food here, man. So
they eat Salaki.
No, but go ahead, brother Salaki. Go ahead.
Salaki. I was just about to say they eat for every occasion.
Yeah.
I remember the elder brother in Birmingham, our room, he was going into hey, when somebody graduate, what's the main thing? The food. When somebody get married, what people waiting on? The reception of food. Even when somebody die,
the repast.
It's the food. Everything is eaten. Look, you got breakfast, right? Not just lunch. They added brunch. You see, you got to look snacks throughout the day, eat multiple times, Right. But again, you got fast food. You don't even need to leave your house no more. They could bring it to your house.
Right, your DoorDash.
Uber Eats and DoorDash. So this, again, like you just said, bro, the society have become lazy and dependent on food. And really, it's not food. That's what make it worse. It's chemicals. So they're addicted to it. So just like a addict, when they don't get his drugs out, it start tripping out. So when these people don't get those drugs, which is not food, they're going to start tripping out. That's the times when you got it, bro.
Right, yeah, brother. Get that precept there, brother. Put right here, GMS, Instruments of Righteousness, Ecclesiastes.
That's the brother Yaganan.
Okay. Hey, Shalom, brother, Shalom. The water for that precept, back. Yeah, but it says Ecclesiastes 39-29, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay? Ultimately, it's the Most High God that's causing these food shortages, man. Causing all this crazy weather. Okay? Mm-hmm. This is serious business, man. And it's for vengeance. Okay? It's for judgment, for amendment. All right? This is the Most High God's doing. Now, brother, if you don't mind, finish out that second Ezra, you don't mind?
Come, I read 22 again, second Ezra 6:22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. And look, that's the Lord, if I can add, that's the Lord knocking out two birds with one stone. Because what he talking about right here, lack of water, been hearing farmers, their crops can't grow, their cattle being put to death, whether by poison or, chemicals Esau put in the air, so now what's been growing on these farms can't get in the stores because the farms is the sown places. So if they ain't got the stuff to give the stores, it says, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty because they ain't got no farmers to supply them with the food and the vegetables. So now the stores appearing empty. The farmers going to charge more, so the stores going to charge the citizens more. And that's why these empty, because these farmers are struggling, man. And again, I remember we mentioned a while back how that lady, I forget the video, that white, Edomite looking lady, she was saying how 2022 they was it wasn't the actual crops that was grown, that was the food they was storing up from the past year, but they didn't get it in this year. So what we expect for 23 if they wasn't, because look, the food that's in the stores, that's last year's harvest. And what the woman was saying was in 2022 it was no harvest. So in 2023, they can't be nothing in the stores because the harvest was low. So again, we about to see more uproars, Lord willing, when the necessities be taken away. Because, and I'll say this real quick, you got it. These people in America, they so used to what they want, not focus on what they need, with the technology and, TikTok, something to be distracted with their wants. Never consider what'll happen if food get taken away, water get taken away, what they need. How much more they gonna trip out, bro? You got it, Oxalagi.
Yes, sir. And also at the beginning of this video, she spoke about how the droughts from last summer are affecting the crops from this year. She said that at the beginning of the video, man. In a nutshell. So it ain't looking too good going forward, man. Okay? It's not looking too good, man. And this is coming to Babylon the Great. It's already here in certain places, man. Okay?
Even at the doors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But see, it's going to get worse and worse. All right? Jacob's trouble is coming down the pipe. Famine is a part of that. Okay? Go ahead, brother, with the scripture, and then we'll move on to the next video.
So this back in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 23. So like in 2nd Ezra 6 and 23, it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid.
Right. And that's the only precept there, but the main point that I wanted was the sown places shall appear unsown, right? And the different storehouse, right? The warehouses. I used to work in a warehouse, okay, a grocery warehouse, man. I seen how they, stir up the food from the dry foods, all right, to the produce, to the meats. I've seen how they handle this stuff, man. And if you want to get an actual visual of how they handle their food inside the warehouse, you wouldn't want to buy a damn thing out the store, man. You don't want to buy a damn thing. Rats, all kind of stuff in there, man. Red down the meat. Relabeling things, patching up, a certain food that, a rats done been through. I've seen this stuff, man. So we're really eating filth. Okay, we're eating filth and junk. All right, but the Lord, he said it in his word, saying Ezekiel, right? About eating our bread, the foul, man. But hey, this is a situation, okay? But it's real out here. All right, go ahead to the next video, brother.
Salaki.
Okay, yeah. That is it. Yeah, Sky News again. It says food shortage. Supermarkets began rationing vegetables. Now, that's over there in the UK, okay? Because these Americans don't know what vegetables are, okay? They don't eat vegetables, okay? For the most part, they don't eat fruits. And if a Negro do eat vegetables, it's gonna be some overcooked collard green that his grandma made.
With the chopped up bacon and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it. That's as close a nigga get to greens. It's them collard greens. Okay. I remember eating them growing up. Okay. Hey man, but it's real. They are rationing vegetables, man, over there in the UK. Go ahead, brother.
Choice our ancestors could only dream of. Modern supermarkets have it all. That is, until they don't. Across the country, fruit and veg aisles are increasingly bare. Tesco has joined Aldi, Asda and Morrison's in introducing rationing.
I don't suppose you've noticed vegetable shortages when you're in the shop?
Massive.
You have?
Yeah, just now.
Were you looking for them particularly, or?
Tomatoes, they're a bit insipid this time of year. I think like everything else, we just go with the flow and see what happens, That's it. That's
pretty sanguine of you.
Well, what else can we do, babe?
No panic buying, I would say, as yet. I mean, I've not walked in and been like, there's absolutely no food to be had. It's just, potentially buying alternatives or something different.
Shelves at this smaller grocer looked healthier, but not for long. The owner told us his wholesale costs have recently doubled.
There are two main reasons for the shortages. First, bad weather in parts of southern Europe and North Africa, places like Spain, Tunisia, Morocco, which the UK relies heavily on at this time of year for most of our salad crops. Secondly, the soaring cost of energy has meant producers right here in the UK have sharply reduced their own production.
And it may get worse before it gets better. The UK's largest tomato grower has warned disruption could last until May.
This year, what's happened, we've grown the crop, the last year's crop later to try and recover some value, because everybody's been squeezed on prices for not just energy but fertilizer, labour, everything's gone up. So we've gone later. So we've started later. So instead of starting end of March, we're more like the end of April into May.
In response, at the National Farmers Union conference, the Environment Secretary had this to say.
Front page of every newspaper, salad shortages, Asda rationing, that will be happening. We can't control the weather in Spain either, so...
That went down badly in a room of farmers who say energy subsidies would have supported domestic production. Until that starts to increase, we're unlikely to see the green shoots of recovery on our shelves. Matthew Thompson, Sky News.
God. There you have it, man. They're rationing vegetables. What's next? What they're gonna ration next, man? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But this is real, brothers and sisters. Okay, life as we know it is going to change drastically, man. And you know, we have certain comforts ourselves. Okay, don't get me wrong. We got certain comforts, you know, knowing that we can go to the store and, you know, there's always food in there. This is not going to always be the situation, man. One of these good old days, you're going to go down to H-E-B or Walmart, wherever you go to, you know, Costco's, you know, whatever, Trader Joe's, and that hole going to be empty. And it's going to blow your mind. Like, what the hell? What is food at?
Right. And then go to Instagram and post on Twitter and ask people.
Yeah. What? Hey, this is real. And hey, they said inside the video that guy there, who owns that little spot there, he said that he has doubled his prices, man. Why? Because it's a limited supply of this. So he has the right to say, look, you got to give me, you know, such and such for this, or else you can't get it. And it's just on a small scale right now. All right, it's on a small scale, but these things will be amplified, man, according to prophecy. All right, go ahead, Doc.
I got some real quick. Hey, what was that one in Ezekiel about like eat the food by weight or water? By imbalance. In other words, I ain't too sure, but I get this in Revelation 6 real quick.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were trying to quote Revelation 6.
Yeah, I know I think it was in one of Ezekiel, I may be wrong, but this Revelation 6:6 real quick. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and a penny is likened unto a day's wage. You know, so in other words, these stores will start not only rationing, but the prices will be high. But even when you get it as a family, it ain't gonna be enough for seconds no more. You know, you will have to. I think it's somewhere I can say drink water by weight.
Yeah, but I got a precept on the coming boy. Yeah, Ezekiel 4:16.
Okay, I finished this out.
Yeah,
but it says, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. But I get this real quick. The water. Ezekiel 4:16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. And again, it's not just over there in Jerusalem. One is we are people before a place, you know, and we scattered everywhere. And remember, these plagues that's coming is worldwide plagues. Why? Jacob scattered to the 4 corners. And remember, this Jacob's trouble. So these things go be going on across the 4 corners, man. So it says, moreover, you say something, Mark?
Yeah, I said, right, yeah. And they're going to happen amongst Jake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be in the world, but it's Jacob's trouble. Okay, but the world will get caught up by it too. Mm-hmm. But the most I gonna get Jake, man. Oh, he gonna get Jake ass. Go ahead, brother.
God, Ezekiel 4:16 again. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight. So look, you know, the women like they had you know, the WIC, you know, the EBT, they'll come out with a basket full of frozen food and, you know, Hot Pockets, you know, and the barrel juices you used to drink as a kid, right. You know, with the red 40, all that. They go home, what the children do, I go in the pantry, just eat everything in one day. you know. But nah, there's gonna be in the times you're gonna have to eat a little bit. We gotta wait, you know, say this to tomorrow or wait till a couple hours. You know, let's eat a little bit, or you got to split what you eating up with your family. It's just one piece of bread, y'all gotta split that in fives. You know, and it says, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, as if this your last time eating.
Right.
Because you ain't gonna know when your next meal gonna be. And it says, and they shall drink water by measure, right? You know, everybody get a, you know, you got the lines on the cup, they gonna have to take a Sharpie, you look, drink to right here.
Right.
As soon as they hit it, take it from their mouth. Next person, you know, you have your little canteen. That's the times we coming in. It says, and with astonishment, man, because that's when times gonna get real, you know. But you got it, bro.
Yeah, man. And this is all. Look, once again, this is the Lord's doing. Okay, Yahweh, by Shimi Yahweh Shai, man. This is His doings. This hell coming up on all the world, man. Okay, 2nd Ezra 15, we're gonna get there, Lord willing. Okay, the Lord is bringing this famine, man. It won't just be, you know, fruits and vegetables. It's gonna be everything. And it's not that, you know, it won't be any food in the world. You just won't have access to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord will put the spirit on Esau to make sure that you don't get the food, man. Okay, for judgment's sake. And you know, bro, you know Jake gonna run straight to the government.
Mm-hmm.
Soon hell come on, Jake. Don't run to the Most High. Jake go to the government.
Right.
Well, guess what, Negro? You're gonna find out that the government not on your side, man. They've shown that they're not on your side. But you keep on voting, you know, a Democrat, you know, like you're making a change or something. You're not. Joe Biden have showed you niggas that he's not for you. On the very first day, he showed you he wasn't for you, man. Unless you're gay, then he's for you. If you're a homosexual, you know, a lesbian, you know, or damn transformer, then yes, Joe Biden is for you.
Right. He an ally then.
Yes, yeah, ally then. He all for you, man. Right, a Dwayne Wade's son. He's being praised for legally, you know, getting his sex change out.
Crazy.
Yeah. They what Democrat promotes. Okay. So go ahead to the next video, brother. Then we get that 2nd Ezra 15.
God.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, now this guy here, Neil McCall Ward, he actually lives in the UK. And he's gonna say a few words about that, you know, crisis going over there with the food, man. Okay, he's actually there, you know, and he also has a video of him going into the marketplaces, you know, just showing things, talking about it, man, giving you a, you know, a more in-depth than what we're saying, all right? That's actually going on over there in the UK, man. So go ahead, brother.
Okay, and one thing, you know, just to throw out there, that all these videos, the first one, that's 2 days ago. You know, this one was from what? 5 days ago. This one from right here, 4 days ago. So all this current news. You know, these things are happening right now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Pretty crazy video today as we talk about the UK and this slow motion collapse that seems to be continuing on a day-by-day basis. And for someone like me, and for most of you watching who are quite independent thinkers, and we see what's going on in the world, and then we see what's going on being put out by the media, there's a huge disconnect, and we can see it quite obviously. And let me give you an example here. I was doing my annual video. So, you know, I do this video every year. I go to the supermarket and I look at the receipts and I buy the exact same items year on year in a basket. And I show you what food inflation actually is, not what the government figures say, which is, let me just show you here. So this is it. I'll put this on screen a moment. So I've got a lot of notes on this, but basically from 2020 through 2022, the government said that food inflation was 2% in 2020, minus 1 to 2% in 2021, How they got that figure, I'm not sure. And then they said it is gone as high as, so this was the peak, not the average overall, but they said that is 16.7% for 2022. So if you combine this doesn't take a genius here or a mathematician, you combine that together from 2023 to now, it tells you what food inflation has been as an aggregate. So what is that then? According to the Office for National Statistics, the UK government, that is 17.7%. Here's the question, do you believe that food inflation, whether you're in the UK or outside the UK, I think you know what's going on with food. Do you honestly believe that UK food inflation is 17.7% across 3 years? It's not. It's absolutely not. So I went to the store, exact same supermarket, exact same products today, and I made a little video for you. Check it out. All right, I found that first item then. This is the parsley, and it's exactly the same price as before. Okay, here's the chicken section, and look, these have gone up by a lot. So it's the same 300 grams. It's now £2.70. Okay, here's the G-strings. I found them. These were £1.37, now £2.39. Okay, and here's the Greek style yogurt. So that's 500 grams. And you can see that was 45p. Then it was 89p. Now it's £1.05. Here's the milk chocolate then. And that's the exact same price as before. Okay, found the milk chocolate raisins. Now these were the interesting one because these were last time the only ones to go down in price from 89 down to 79p. But now they've gone back up again to 95p again. Here's the tiger bread then. So same size loaf. That was 110, then 121, now 145. Here's the coffee then, the classic coffee, 200 grams. This was £1.30 in 2020, £2.10 last year, and now £2.35. Okay, here's the milk then. Previously this was £1.09, £1.80, now £2.30. I've got the dozen large eggs here. So it was, oh, here we go, £1.89, then £2.10, now £2.95. Okay, so that's our shopping basket complete now then. So we just need to check these prices and see if it is as the government says. Okay, and guess what? It's not as the government says. So here we go then. We just covered what those prices were in 2020. 2022 was a slight increase. But now, as I record this video in 2023, the increase on the parsley was 0%. The 2 chicken breast fillets was exactly 50% increase. The cheese strings was 75% increase. The Greek style yogurt was 133% increase. The milk chocolate 5%, the raisins 7%, the coffee was 80%, the large eggs was 56%, the tiger bread 31%, and the large milk 111%. That gives us a combined total of 52% as an increase on food inflation. So again, sometimes I just don't know what to say about all these sort of things. And especially on days like today, where I won't get into what happened in the supermarket, but when you do this sort of material, you often have people who like to cause trouble for you and report you to security and all these other things. We won't even go there. But my point is, with all of this, it hasn't been this 17.7%. It is 52%. It's over 50%. And remember, these items that I've done every year was just a random selection. They weren't specifically chosen. If they were specifically chosen, I wouldn't have chosen parsley that went up 0%, chocolate that went up 5%, raisins that went up 7%. I'd have chosen something completely different. There's no cheese in there, for example. I could have chosen a lot more dairy products. So food inflation is a major problem. And as soon as I started looking, and we'll talk about this shortage as well, of food in a moment, because this is a bad one that's just come out. But I went onto the government website, and surprise, surprise, did they talk about inflation? No, they talk about core inflation. So don't be fooled when you hear core inflation, because what that means is that they've stripped out food and energy, and then they have said that inflation is 5.8% for the UK. So they keep calling this core inflation. So when you hear core inflation, it's 5.8%. Do not believe it. Inflation is more like 22, 23%. Again, it varies, even not just month by month, but week by week now. It is over 20%. And what are they blaming this on? So we have this article. This is a UK government department article. They're blaming it on businesses price gouging. And by the way, let me just talk on that point first before we say the second point. Some businesses, some of the big multinationals, there is some price gouging going on. I'm not going to deny that there is some price gouging going on.
Yeah, so there you see it, man. By little and little, the prices are going up each year. Okay? And it's only going to get worse. This thing is only going to get worse, man. All right? And your job is not going to increase your pay. All right? Inflation going to, continue to go through the roof. And your job going to, still be giving you them crumbs. And you begging for overtime and shit.
Right.
Esau the devil, man. Okay, he the devil. Hey, but get that second to 15 now, Walker. This thing coming out on a global scale. Okay, don't think it's gonna be in the UK. They rationing vegetables and different things. This is gonna be all around, man. Okay, coming to a city near you. Go ahead, brother.
Con, you want me to start at 1? Or
right? Yeah. 1. Con.
The second Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Right. And this is what we continue to do, man, is to speak prophecies unto you, brothers and sisters, so that you can be up to date on what's going on in the world, man. So that you can be informed on where we are according to the scriptures. All right. And there's a lot of camps that don't be going into prophecy like that, man. Prophecy is a major, major thing that we must continue to preach about and talk about, man. Through prophecy, we know the times. And we're very close, all right, to Jacob's trouble just breaking out into the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, it says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee."
Right. And we're not bothered by you people who don't believe, the words that we're speaking, man. All right, through the Spirit. We're not troubled at all. We don't care if you don't believe. All right, you can, mock, you can scoff, make parody videos, or bring up things in our personal lives. Say what you're going to say, man. But the next verse got you covered. Go ahead, brother.
Yep, it says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
Right. So you can mock and scoff all day, but you're going to die. Okay? And I know you niggas don't care about dying, all right, because you die all the time anyway. But look, this death gonna be different for you niggas, man. Okay, the Lord got some special. He got some special stuff in store for Jake, man. All this damn wickedness going on my side, people, bro. The Most High gonna address this as he always been doing since the beginning of time, man. Okay, I watched some little information on the flood, man, last night, and just how how devastated, all right, that flood was, man, and the mass death that it caused. Bro, the Most High did that, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this time he's going to use fire, Negro, okay? He's going to use fire, man, nuclear fire and the fire that Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior, coming with. And he's going to burn you to dust, man, for being disobedient. Go ahead, Doc.
Con. It says, verse 5, Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Right. So the Lord said he's going to bring plagues upon the world. And why is that? Because the world is evil, man. And have a precept real here, quick here. Grab it real fast, Salakia. This is Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So the Most High said he's going to punish the world, man. Mainly Babylon the Great. But he's going to punish the world for all of this wickedness. It has to be put to an end, man. Okay, the influence of America have corrupted all the nations, man. You got gooks over there having LGBTQ, parades, man. That shit is sick. They having, women's libs over there in Japan. It's crazy, man. Okay, South Korea. Go ahead, brother.
It says, 2nd Ezra 15 and 5, behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, so the Most High God has plagues prepared for the world, man. And if you're a brother or a sister who listening in, you better tighten up, man. I better tighten up. Because this is going to get real. This is going to get bloody. It's going to get nasty, man. This is the Most High God we're speaking about, okay? They ain't call him Al-Shaja for nothing.
Right.
He's going to bring these plagues, and he's going to put, true terror and fear in these people's hearts, man, in their minds. So much death, so much bloodshed, man. Famines. It's going to get real in these streets because wickedness is polluting the world. And look, the last time that happened, the Most High sent the flood, man. He sent the flood and drowned niggas, man. Drown their kids, okay? Drown the elderly, man. Only Noah and his family and their wives made it, man. You better be paying attention to what's going on, bro. And make sure that you're examining yourself according to the gospel. You see in Israel, these guys, with this rebellious spirit, Jake don't want to follow the gospel. Jake making their own, Israelite thing up. Bro, the Most High sees all that. And when he bring these plagues, if you're not walking according to the gospel, you will get caught by these plagues, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 7, therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Right, the Lord not suffering you people no more, man. He's suffering you people long enough. Noah preached damn near 100 years. He suffered you people back then 100 years, man.
Right.
And nobody listened to Noah. Nobody took heed but his family, man. So the Most High has the prophets out here preaching, letting y'all know, look, judgment coming down the pipe, man. You continue to play around and, do what you do. Man, the Most High God got judgment prepared, man.
Right.
And you people playing games. You got Jake in Israel still playing games. Because their hope, their trust is in Babylon. That's why that nigga playing for. Jake really loved this damn kingdom, man. Because Jake can be a superstar, right? Name all on social media, naming all the YouTube videos, right? The sisters praising them.
All in the videos.
Right, all in the video. God, that's Jake, man. Okay? But we're not holding our tongue, okay? No more with this wickedness, bro. Every time the Lord send the prophets out before he bring a heavy judgment, man.
Right.
He do it every time. But people look at us and say, oh no, them just some niggas. Them ain't no prophet. Them just some niggas, all right, with a bad English.
They mad.
They mad. Yeah, they mad. Go get a job. I know they tell them go get a job. Go ahead, brother.
Right. That's why I say Amos before it said when the Lord he gonna be before he do anything he reveal his secrets unto his servants the prophets. But to tell you when the prophets come on the scene is something fearful because in that same context, a verse up what it said, when a trumpet be blown in the city, shall not the people be afraid? You know, the Lord was building that up, asking you, look, when you hear a lion roar, right, shall you not be afraid? When you hear that siren go off of danger, shall you not be afraid? So the same thing, when the Lord, before he make a move, he go send his prophets, shall you not be afraid? Because the next step after the prophets is the actual destruction, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, yeah. Heavy judgment. That's what's coming, brothers and sisters. Heavy judgment, man. When the Heavenly Father get to work on this kingdom in the world, but especially this kingdom, you're going to see what real terror look like, okay? When there's just bodies in the streets, you're seeing, strange animals, apparitions. I mean, the Most High get very creative, okay?
Right.
Just read the Holy Scriptures, man. The Most High get very creative. So this is why we're getting out the one like, hey, look, man, these things are happening. And as Peter said, what manner of person are you to be? Talking about us, man. We have to continue to examine ourselves, to pray, all right? To do this work, fast if you have to. Make sure that you're walking according to the gospel, man, because once the Heavenly Father get to business, there is no stopping it, as it says in 2nd Ezra. Once these players are sent, they ain't turning back, man.
Yep.
This shit gonna get nasty, and it's gonna stay nasty until the Lord comes.
Like a woman in travail. Look, that pain don't stop till that child come out. So once those contractions come, it ain't gonna stop. In other words, these plagues until we get delivered, man.
Yep. Right, go ahead, brother. You got a precept?
Come,
I got a precept here. This is 2nd Ezra 16, and I'll start at verse 14. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. And we read about the plagues, man. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's what's prepared, man. Okay? It says, verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Right. And keep in mind, this is Prophet Ezra, man. He's seeing this in a vision. And he's saying, look, Lord, who's going to save me in that time? Because he saw how bad it got, man. And that's the thing. If you don't, bro, as Apostle Ball like to, preach about having vision, man. You gotta have some vision when you read these scriptures, bro. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, that's gonna be the judgment from the Lord, man. A famine, bro. All right, people actually being cannibals, eating their kids. We never seen that in this lifetime, man. Seeing a woman actually kill her baby and eat the baby, man, that sounds far-fetched. But these Americans, okay, these niggas are full of Coca-Cola, all right, or pharmaceutical drugs,
right,
Laffy Taffies. Their bodies all jacked up with parasites, okay? They smoking Black and Miles, okay? I passed by third ward out. Lord have mercy. The B-3 on my smoking a Black and Miles.
Yeah, the wood tip out, the wine flavor.
I'm like, bro, who's sleeping with these women? Who dealing with these women, man?
The same person who'll smoke one with her.
Right, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, man. But bro, you people, look, man, the Most High God finna do something to this planet Earth, man. Okay, and we're seeing all the different signs of things happening, man. This is real. Okay, I'll read a little more, brother, you don't mind here. Verse 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. Mourning already bad. The Lord said great mourning, so it's going to be amplified, man. It's going to be amplified to the point where you're going to know in your mind, this is the Most High God doing it, just as those ancient magicians with Pharaoh, man.
Right.
They saw them play, they said, look, Pharaoh, this is a finger of the Most High. Because of the magnitude of what they were seeing, man, and going through. Like a God has to be in control of what's happening. That's how it's going to be for us, man. It says, the beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of famine and great death. Okay? That means massive death. All around the world, man. As you saw over there inside of Turkey and Syria, 50,000 people get put to death. That's light work to the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
It's very, very light work to the Most High, man. Great death is coming. It says the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. So this is the Most High God judgment for the earth, brothers and sisters. And if you want to be protected from these said perils, from these plagues, you better examine yourself and make sure that you're walking according to what the gospel say to do, man. You women out there, scripture say what? Y'all supposed to cover your heads, right? Dress on. Have your spirit, all right, together. Okay. What Pastor Hart said, look, get you a husband, man. What Pastor Hart said, you need to get you a husband. Okay. You men out there, no long hair. Don't be lining yourself up, man. Grow your beards out. Be a brother. Okay. Let go of bitterness and wickedness, man, malice. The gospel give us the guidelines, the brochure, so to speak, on what we need to do to get to the kingdom, man. You got to make sure you're walking according to this thing, bro. And look, it's a fight every day, okay? It's a fight every day, brothers and sisters, to walk according to this thing, man. But if you really want salvation, you'll do what you got to do. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Come back in 2 Ezra 15. I read verse 8 again. It says, and I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Go ahead.
And therefore, thus saith Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Right. The Lord is going to avenge us, man, on this devil. Okay, you got brothers in the spiritual realm crying out against Esau, man. Bro, when I first heard that out there, but that blew my mind. I was like, whoa. They crying out just like Abel did against Cain.
Right.
Cain killed Abel. Abel cried out against his man. Like, do you see what the nigga just do to me?
Right. Right. He snuck me.
He snuck him. And guess what? Cain sealed his fate. He sealed his fate, man.
Yeah.
Now his that gonna be exterminated. Eventually he's gonna be exterminated. Esau. Okay, we talking about Esau, man. Cain came back as Esau. We believe that through the spirit, man. It only makes sense. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Yep, it says verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which that's the kind you got it.
No, brother, go ahead, brother. You got it.
I was about to say that ain't talking about ancient Egypt. You know, we got the account of what happened back then. You know, Ezra was after that. It's talking about the Revelation 11 and 8 Egypt, which is Babylon the Great, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. You know, and as we got earlier, the Lord, he said these things coming on the world. Now he's specifying this new spiritual Egypt, because America is going to be the place of the greatest judgment. You know, it's going to happen here worse than anywhere else. The Lord is saving the best for last. You know, but I can tell you if you ain't got nothing out.
Right, go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 11, it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right. And what are the plagues he's going to send? The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right. That's what's coming to Babylon the Great, man. Those are the plagues. So a famine is coming here, brothers. Great death is mourning is coming to this kingdom, man. Don't you see what the hell going on in this kingdom, man? I mean, this shit is super vexing, man. Okay, excuse my language. I mean, but it is, I mean, things have completely gotten out of hand. Completely gotten out of hand. People think wickedness is okay. Think it's fun, you know, it's cute, you know, on TikTok. Huh?
I said they promote it.
They promote it, man. This shit is sickening, okay? And as it tells you here in Proverbs, Salaki probably got this real fast. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 34, it says, righteousness exalted a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. But America exalts sin, exalts abominations, exalts folly, exalts lewdness, man.
Right.
Disobedience, okay? And this is why everybody's so messed up inside. Everybody depressed on pharmaceutical drugs. People committing suicide. Children are depressed. What the hell a child doing depressed, man? Got heart problems and shit. Because of Babylon. Okay, the food all jacked up. This is not it, brothers. Arise ye in the part, for this is not our rest. Go ahead, brother.
Come. It says, and will destroy all the land thereof. And what's that's going to be? That's when those missiles going to hit this place, man. Mm-hmm. It says, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Mm-hmm. It says, and they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fell through with the blasting and hell and with a fearful constellation.
Right, so the Most High God, he is the one who is plaguing these farmlands, causing these droughts, causing all this crazy weather in the earth, man. He's responsible for this. Mm-hmm. And so through plaguing the different fields, plaguing, all right, the supply chains, all right, with the CV, that's causing the famine. And it's only going to get worse.
Even with these, like, even with those chemicals, with those train derailments.
Right.
Yep, you've been having people close to Ohio and in Ohio, of course, but even close to it, complaining about animals dying themselves as people having symptoms and crops around them as well. So even the Lord doing that too. And when you go into some of those words right here, it says with blasting, right? That's a disease on the crops, you know. So look, and all these things are happening, but that's just ways the Lord do things in the earth to fulfill these prophecies. But you got it, bro.
Right, yeah, you had chickens, you know, laying eggs with a purple hue, man.
Yep.
Why is that? Because of that chemical and that garbage down there, man. And now they trying to send this stuff to Houston.
Texas, yeah, it's in Texas, huh?
Bro, we ain't asked for that shit, bro.
God.
But they sending it down here, man. Look, in Houston has been rated the dirtiest city in America, man.
Right.
And I concur. I concur with that, man. Houston, brother, this place is full of bombs and trash. All right, these factories over there off of 610, all right, going east. It is terrible, brother. Okay. I went over there, you know, I was working inside of Pasadena, man. I can hardly breathe. You can hardly breathe in Pasadena, man. That's a nasty place. And Northern Kingdom over there, they breathing in all kind of toxins and shit, all kind of ailments. It's bad, man. We need salvation. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Think about like what Beaumont and Baytown, you know, chemical plants.
Bro, that shit all in that water, bro. You got to know that shit in that water, bro. And the food, you got to know it, man. We need salvation. All right, and they're pretty much in on that out.
God.
Yeah, on that scripture there, man. Yeah, man. But
I jumped down a little bit.
Okay.
Second Ezra 15 and 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods." And it's the reason why it says, "and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." You got it, bro.
Yes, sir. The water for that, Doc. Yes, sir. Your neighbor gonna turn on you, man. Okay. Your neighbor speak to you every morning. You know, y'all. You know, talk, drinking a goddamn what this shit is from Starbucks, right? The Moco Loco, whatever y'all be drinking. You know, talking. When ain't no Moco Locos out there, man.
Yeah.
You people gonna turn on each other. Okay. You're gonna turn on each other, man.
Yeah.
And this is why this brotherhood is so important, bro. When these times come, we have each other, man. And ultimately, so we got, how about Shema Shai, but we're gonna need each other in these times, man. This is why brothers gotta lock in, bro. Do the work on yourself. You can't go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do the work and work on yourself, bro. You cannot go wrong doing that. That's pleasing to the Most High, man. Because he sees you being sincere and not being a damn hypocrite, man.
Right.
So, buddy, I got anything else out?
I was about to say, knowing all these things, this ain't nothing us hearing about famines and how times about to get hard. Although we know we go be in the midst of it, but the Lord gave us more than enough scriptures to comfort us on how we go eat in these times. Yeah. He said we gonna eat, and the service go eat and drink. Now we may experience some things, but ultimately we do got the Lord on our side. As the scriptures say, these things was created for the wicked ultimately. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. Hey, as the scriptures say, look, we're gonna be tested, man. Our faith gonna be on trial. Okay, our faith gonna be on trial, man, to see, do we really believe? Do you really believe on these words, man? For all of us, we'll be tried, bro. And if we be of that number, we're gonna prevail, man, and overcome. Lord willing, all right. So
that's why reading those accounts is important.
Yeah.
Because in that time, we have to trust in knowing exactly who our power is. What the scripture says, how shall you call on them in whom you have not believed? This is our time to get acquainted now. So when we get in that situation, it's not second nature, but it's going to be first nature to know this easy for the Lord to save me out of. And like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, even if we don't, we got to believe in that resurrection. We're going to get blessed in the next life anyway,
Yeah.
So,
and you got to believe that wholeheartedly.
Come on, boy.
That's only how you're going to get through it, man. Because some of us are going to be put to death. That's in the scriptures. That's in the scriptures, man. And what Yahweh Shai said, be faithful unto death. I'm going to give you a crown of life. That has to be on your mind if you get, put in that situation, bro. Okay? And shit, Esau might torture you, bro. Shit, you might go out hollering and crying, all right? Screaming. But guess what? You have sealed your faith as the elect, man.
That's right.
Lord willing. And when you get Esau in the kingdom, he's going to wish he never existed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he don't understand. We're going to get you back in the kingdom, bro. We're going to get you back. So, brother, you got anything else out?
I say, like you said, it's going to hurt. Like it reminded me of the elder man, Eleazar in 2 Ezra 6.
Right.
It says now he endured, because remember he got put to death for not eating pork. That was likened unto his hour of temptation. But it said he endured the pains in his body for a short time. It says, but in his spirit, he was comforted. Why? Because he knew he was dying for the Lord, doing the right thing. And he knew eventually there was going to be a reward coming, man.
Yeah.
But you got it, Doc. That's pretty much it. Ain't the water for, Akim Aqua for tuning in,
Con. Yeah, man. So with that, we're going to close out once again by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Our brothers out there, all right? Are you sisters out there, man? Shalom.
Shalom.